Welcome to the Baton Rouge Regional, and joining us for the post-game press conference for Ohio State. Gets the win over Missouri State today, 63-56. Joining us immediately to my left is head coach Kevin McGuff. To his left is junior guard J.C. Sheldon, 25 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 5 steals in today's win. And to her left, far side of the table, is senior guard Taylor Mikesell, 14 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 blocks. We ask those in attendance here to please silence your phones. If you have a question, raise your hand. We do have a wireless mic we'll bring around since we are streaming. And those who are joining us via Zoom, if you'll hit the raise your hand icon on Zoom, we will come to you after the in-person questions. We will ask Coach McGuff to make an opening statement, then we will address the first questions to the players, and then we will dismiss the players, and then we'll go back to Coach and ask questions of him. With that, Coach, congratulations.
Yeah,
and comment, please.
I'm good. We can go right to questions. Thank you.
Okay, we'll go straight to the questions for players. We'll bring a mic around.
Congratulations. Sheldon, what's going to be the biggest, adjustment that you're going to be able to make for tomorrow's, Monday's game?
Yeah, I think we didn't play our best basketball today, and I think that came down to our effort there at the end. So we're going to get back in the gym, watch some film, and play as hard as we always do. But I think we kind of got that game under our belt, and it's been a while since we played, so I think it was good to get back out there, and we'll play even harder next time we're out there.
Any other questions here in person right now? We have one online. Let's go to Zoom, and this is for Bill Ravenowitz. Bill, I hope I got your last name correct. I apologize, with the Columbus Dispatch. If you will please unmute on your Zoom and direct who your question is for which one of the players, and please speak your question all the way through. Bill, it's yours.
Yes, Bill Rabinovich from the Columbus Dispatch. For JC, were there jitters at the beginning? I mean, you had not played. Ohio State had not been here since 2018, and Missouri State had played a first game, so they were comfortable at least. Were there jitters at the beginning, and how did you get over them?
Yeah, I think it was more of excitement. Like you said, they had a game under their belt, and we hadn't played in a while. So I think we're really excited to get out there, and it showed a little bit. Maybe the nerves showed, but I think once we settled down, we started playing together as a team.
Okay, we have another question via Zoom. Braden Moles with the Buckeye Sports Network. Braden, if you will unmute on your end through Zoom and ask your question for one of the players, let us know who you're asking for, please.
Braden Moles, Buckeye Sports Bulletin, for JC. JC, with that three-pointer that you were able to hit, I believe it was in the second quarter, the first one you hit in a number of games, how much of a confidence booster was that for you and the team as you guys went down the stretch there?
Yeah, it's always good. It's always good to see the ball go in, but I think me and Team Mike, no matter whether it's going in or not, we're going to keep shooting. So, like you said, it was definitely something we needed at that time, but we're always gonna keep shooting.
Okay, continue online. Thomas Costello. Thomas, if you will unmute on your end, and please address the player for which you're asking the question. Thomas, go ahead.
Thank you. Congratulations on the win. Question for both really Taylor and JC. In the game, in the second quarter especially, you're forcing 6 turnovers in the last couple of minutes of the half. How big is that for momentum, and what do you tell each other in halftime to keep that momentum going? Because right out into the third quarter, same thing happened to start it off.
Yeah, I think that was a huge momentum shift for us. I think just in the huddle, we were talking about, starting offense with our defense, and I think we definitely did that at the end of the second quarter, got a nice little run going into halftime, and I think it gave us momentum coming out of halftime. And I think the message at halftime was just to keep up what we were doing and keep forcing them into tough twos and just making them take tough shots.
Yeah, I would agree. We rely a lot on our press, and we executed there towards the end of the second quarter, and then to come out the third too. But we also had to rely on our half-court defense there at the end, and we executed really well there and definitely helped us win the game.
Okay, any other questions for the players while they're here? If not, JC, Taylor, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time. Congratulations. Okay, now we'll get the players, let them get dismissed. We'll open up for questions for Coach McGuff. Bring a mic to the front, please.
Coach McGuff, what does today's game, say about your team's growth throughout this season?
Well, I'm really proud of our effort and our just ability to stay together and execute down the stretch. Missouri State's got a great team. They played extremely hard today, like they normally do. Their defense was very good. They made us earn everything we got. But I think it speaks to just our leadership and of our captains and our upperclassmen for them to kind of keep us, in the right frame of mind when we got off to a bad start, and then two, to really keep us together down the stretch where we had to really make a lot of plays on both ends of the floor to win the game.
All right, Coach, we have questions for you as well via Zoom. Let's go back to Bill with the Columbus Dispatch. Bill, once again, if you will unmute on your end and your opportunity to ask a question for Coach.
Hi, Kevin. Congratulations. What does it mean to you to get this win? Obviously, it's been 4 years. Just what does it mean?
Well, I'm really happy for our players because most of the team had not been able to participate in the NCAA tournament. So really happy for them to get a chance to experience this in general, but then to get a win and be able to move on to the second round is really special. And, regardless of who wins, it'll be a good opportunity on Monday against a great team.
Thomas Costello, your opportunity to ask a question for Coach. Please unmute on your end and go ahead.
Congrats on the win, Coach. Thank you for the time. JC had a huge game today. Obviously, she was leading the team on the court there. But in the second half, especially, thought Tanae Beecham came off the bench and had some pretty big moments, especially there in the final minute where she's jumping out of bounds to keep the ball in possession for Ohio State. What do you say about her as the season's gone on towards the end of the year? She's really stepped up in those big moments. What do you say about her game today?
She plays with such great intensity, and our team really feeds off of that. And she's really got great competitive character. She always plays hard, and you're right. She had some huge plays down the stretch with her defense and her rebounding, and we needed all of it.
Once again, back to Zoom. Braden Moles, if you will unmute on your end with the Buckeye Sports Bulletin. Braden, your chance to ask Coach a question.
Kevin, in the early stages of the game, did you view the slow start as, kind of some jitters on your side, or was it kind of Missouri State's defense, or just a little bit of both? Where did you view that slow start?
A little bit of both. Their defense was very good to start, and really it was good throughout the game. But so they kind of put us back on our heels, and I didn't think we reacted real well to it until we got to the second quarter, and we kind of turned up the press. The full court press, which we turned them over, and then we were able to get some easy baskets in transition. I think that kind of helped settle us down.
Okay, once again, Bill, back to you via Zoom. If you'll unmute on your end, your opportunity, go.
Yeah, the issues you had on the boards. If somebody had said you would be out rebounded by 18 and still win, how surprised would you have been, and how much of an issue was that?
Yeah, I would have told you we're not winning if that were the case. But one way to kind of offset rebounding differential is turnover margin, and I think ultimately that's where we won the game.
Thank you, Thomas. Once again, unmute on your end, please. Your question for Coach.
Coach, throughout the year, the offense has really been a big part. Top 10 scoring in the season. Does a game like today where scoring really isn't there, the shooting is probably less than you were hoping for the team, do you see that as motivation within the roster for Monday's game?
Yeah, we didn't shoot it well, but a big part of that was Missouri State's defense was really good, and so give them credit there. And I did think that we did miss on some opportunities that we did get that on some shots we normally make. But at this time of year, you're going to have to win in different ways. And today it was more of our defense down the stretch that gave us a chance to win. Although I will say that our kids executed some really good offense when we needed it down the stretch to get some big baskets, because it was so hard to get baskets that we needed those ones down the stretch, and they did a good job with it.
All right. Coach, we are clear on Zoom. If there's no other questions here in person, thank you for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate
Congratulations.
it. Thanks.
Congratulations on your win. We'll have
Thank
Missouri
you.
State in here shortly to continue from Baton Rouge. Don't forget a recording of this press conference will be available in the NCAA Digital Media Hub. That's ncaa.veritone.com. And transcripts will be provided shortly by ASAP. Once again, we'll be back shortly with Missouri State. Until then, thank you for joining us.